Hello and welcome. Today I wanted to share with you a project that was inspired by Anne Craig. And what she did was she actually stamped on some cardstock and then embossed it with the subtle embossing folder, which gave it a sort of a linen kind of a look. And what I wanted to do was to see what difference it would make if you stamped and then embossed versus embossing and then stamping. So what I'm going to use is the Free as a Bird stamp set, which features in the new catalogue, and I'm going to use Sahara Sand and Early Espresso. So I've stamped the large image in Early Espresso onto Sahara Sand, and then I've embossed with the subtle embossing folder. So if I just, you can just see that, and that does give you a sort of a linen fabricy type effect. So I've used the stitch rectangles and just layered that up, and then the other one, so this one I did the other way around, I've embossed first and then stamped, so you get more of a vintagey, distressed kind of a look to it. And I've just used an aqua painter just to fill in some of that shading on the birds. The base card again is Sahara Sand, and I've just done some ink splatters with the Early Espresso just to give a little bit of background to the card, but keeping it relatively simple at the same time. I've got the little hello sentiment again on Sahara Sand in Early Espresso and a little layer of the Early Espresso. So I'm just going to put these together. So I've got my Tombow, and what I wanted to do was just create a slightly different layering effect. So I'm going to put the Early Espresso layer down first. Then I'm going to take my main stamped image and go right into the other corner. So sometimes we get a bit hung up on things being central, but there's no law that says they have to be. So you can see this smaller Early Espresso layer is actually behind the main image. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals onto the back of my sentiment just to help that stand out a little more. Okay, so there's a really simple card, and I'll just do exactly the same thing with the other version. So I'll be putting a bit more explanation on my blog, and I'll put some images of the cards on my Facebook page. So my Facebook page is just Helen Chapman Handmade Crafts, and my blog is at papercraftlife.com. So all the information will be on there. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.